may be that latter.
As you say, they don't want to. He's got a Glil and looking to spray down some heads. It's going to be Grubby that gets in his way. Will be punished alongside Tau and Space Soldiers, only losing
Geo set up early on.
Absolutely, I mean, you hit the nail on the head there, and that could mean that Space Soldiers do play more aggressive as a result, which we're seeing Engine do.
Here's the footsteps. They don't know he's here, but the Molotov going to force him out. One kill at the very least, but does he check his left? It's a no. Tau drops.
He has no kit. But he is getting close enough. The bomb's been dropped out. Calyx now with the spray. He is going to get the 2-on-1. And Space
are forcing up. Nice Molotov. PHR going to burn his teammate, but Groovy forced forward and does land the shot regardless, so it's not a big problem. And in fact, Groovy, he's on a tear here. 3 kills into that site.
Consecutive rounds. Eventually that will catch up with them. And they should come out behind well and truly at half-time. Engine is going to try and pick up the pieces, and PHR and Snatchy really late to rest. So will Grubby. Looking good for Space Soldiers this round. Looks like they have recovered somewhat. Last player's Tau. They may not expect a double stack on the squeaky side, and that may allow Tau at least 1 kill. Should be silenced after this. Oh my god, they line up and he knocks them down.
He's going to go and pick that one back up and just desperately clearing everything. He can't find the angle. Smoke on the bomb may convince Tau to peek, and he does just go straight for it. Mechanics is off, and Tau is on. 4 kills.
Information. It stands to reason there's probably going to be more players backing him up, but Calyx is going to take the head off Grubby. Maybe there's a few more twists and turns left on this map just yet, or perhaps not, as Furlan is laying players down left and right. He's actually on for the ace. It is going to be Ensanico, but he's got it done. M4A4 ace. Too easy.
Time. So I'll believe it when I see it, but at least for now, they've got a 5th ahead of them with AGO having minimal, if not 0 investment. It's only that Zeus on Tau. And that's optimistic at best.
Indeed, I do like the AGO up on for this though. Like they're playing for the longer game, as you say. They've got such a buffer of rounds. They're not going to start to worry too much until I think we get 10 or 11 rounds of Space Soldiers. Then they may start to get a little bit nervous, but that's a long way off. It's important for Space Soldiers, confidence-wise.
Similar story.
Beautiful pop into Peak onto Furlan. I guess what was the most surprising to me there, Hugo, though, and I think we were both watching the same player at the same time, because I heard, surely if you have no mid-control, why is he stood out in the open backside of quad? Completely vulnerable this
round. And Groovy's up close on the forklift. The position that's already been mollied. They may not check this, but Paz is going to spot it out. Doesn't matter. Groovy's doubled it. Snatchy's grabbed.
The choice of Space Soldiers, or we're heading to train at a 1-0 against them. Calyx with the first. Out goes Grubby for me. It is quite confusing. I believe he's made some noise on high on the forklift, pardon me, and PHR will spot him. So they're
fresh, and they are on the CT side, so that's definitely working out for them. But Snatchy wants nothing, or wants to give them nothing at the very least. Already a kill coming through, and yeah, with that, the round.
Especially as Paz, though, close range, has not been affected by any of these flashbangs. They're going to line up in the CZ. Goes in for 2 kills. That is ridiculous. He's able to survive a bit longer, but now PHR is going to mow him down with a MAC-10. So even though the brilliance of the CZ come into play, is that going to be enough? Perhaps so.
In the open, while he may expect the player coming in from the backline, he did just spot Engine there. So there's the first kill. Still doable. We saw Space Soldiers throw away these. Is going to move out of position, and the flank finally should be coming through to save Xantares. But Furlan might just go back towards A. He forces one and the second, and oh dear. Furlan's
going to grenade in his hands. Xantares onto Grubby. It's looking very good right now for Space Soldiers. Hugo, definitely looking much stronger than before.
Yeah, just individually as well, right? Winning way more gunfights than that.
On their tiptoes for the time being. With Statue on 2, he can't really afford to peek too many times. The spray's not there for Grubby. And out comes Paz for a second and a third. His crosshair is on fire. PHR's back. That's a hell of a shot. To be fair, they baited out Major.
Hitting off a lot of damage here, but the trades are still in. Calyx is about to find Furlan's number. There it is. As he punches in the digits.
Shortcut, but Snatchy's missed the sit as Xantares comes out. I think he just twitched off him.
Yeah.
I have no idea how Snatchy missed that shot, but it does seem as though this B hit is going to be a disaster. As they're pretty much stuck, they're stalled. Tau, he moved through on A on his own. He's isolated from the rest of his team. Now PHR's going to... He's landing headshots here, there, and everywhere. And now Snatchy's able to come around from the side. Really should be landing that frag, but gets the flick onto Calyx anyway. And maybe able to make amends with another headshot. But it was looking pretty bad there. Looking like 14-5 maybe. Maybe even 15-5, depending on how they manage their economy. Tau's straight down instantly. And Space Soldiers already cruising towards that third map. Calyx for the second.
Easy stuff so far for Space Soldiers. These pistols of AGO are not having the same effect that the Turkish brought with them. Furlan trying to lock down Ivy. One shot coming through. Second man in line. Zantara is going to win the duel. And with that, much of the hope here of winning the round now resides on PHR. He's got to go big. Does kick it off and grab himself a FAMAS to play with, but he's just being sandwiched in the sandwich. Players coming in from all angles, and there's 3 men locking down his position. Zantara is again winning that duel, and Snatchy just going to be caught on the rotate. So anything is possible with the right shotgun. Into Pop Dog it goes, already popping off. Zantara's body hits the
free
floor.
Kill. X7 really tailor-made for positions like Pop Dog. And speaking of that, PHR has been wrecked by. Now they're going to start to move out. Tao with his MP9, close range, can hear the pitter-patter of footsteps. There's 1 kill. They'll try and trade his attention, but he pulls the flash out. And that's his life. That's been made forfeit. Furlan 1 on 3. An extra smoke. He's going to have to push through it, Shooty 2K style. And wrecked. So, does do his way. 50. It was hopeful at best. And Taras is holding the close angle. Mac 10 spray. All of the Mac 10 after all. Tao may have some kills coming in, but no, of course not. Zantara right now. Pass straight through. Nice smoke being deployed into CT. Totally isolating the player on short from the rest of his team. And sure, AGO have inflicted a little bit of damage, a couple of casualties across, and made plenty of $100 bills in the back pockets. And there's the spray. Labored, but he got the job to be sight. And the trade's going in favor of Space Soldiers once again. They're not playing around. They had an awful cash, but since then, it's been one-way traffic to the Turks. And it's getting better as time goes on. Major onto Tao. Furlan. AGO would love themselves as Zantara's right about now. Here comes the auto spray once again. A 1-for-1 trade. Furlan aggressively peeking through mid. Fair enough. Gets the kill, but he's down instantly afterwards. Zantara's onto Tao. None of these trades are going their way. Grubby with his FAMAS. He's able to get the spray. I understand in previous rounds when you have pistols or they're 2 or 3 players behind, but when you're in a 3-on-3, there's no need for him to push up mid. That is playing into the wheelhouse of AGO. Snatchy 1-on-2 has been spotted, has been sprayed. Favorites if they go against Heroic to beat Heroic. Heroic have been pretty solid lately though. And well, Major is teeing off onto B. It's a no-go zone for AGO. And Paz is also laying down the law in mid. PHR and Snatchy both very low. PHR last player left alive. He's got 3 players to find and kill. And he will stumble on the first hurdle. And they want to take their chances with SMGs for the time being. That means he's going to do a lot of damage to Tao. Not to just over 50. Major elsewhere is doing damage. Zentaris comes in with one of his own. And it boot up the next best of 3, ladies and gents, because this is all over. PHR goes down alongside 2 of his teammates. And Space Soldiers will take...